Yellow peeps and dudettes, I'm Tamago, and today I'll be doodling my beautiful electric fan, which is very dear to every Filipino's heart, especially during the summer where the heat gets, alarmingly hot. First off, we're going to start with a chair. This is where our character will be sitting on and will also serve as the stand of the fan. So, for her bottoms, I wanted to give her some slacks, since this would look formal, which would also be matching to her blouse, which I already created earlier on. For the blouse, I gave her three weird stuffs on her collar or chest part. These lines represent the dials that are on the electric fan, which will then turn the electric fan on or off, at the same time increase the speed by which they turn. From which the blades turn. The black circle and line on the abdomen would then be that weird thingy you push on the electric fan so to make it turn. For her skin tone, I wanted to give her a more pale color since that's what my fan is also. So I gave her a more bluish tone. When it comes to the fingers, I also don't know what's going on. Next up is the hair. So for the hair, it honestly made me so freaking scared yesterday night because she had no head at this point, and I was doing this with the lights turned off. So yeah, I kind of advise not to do this stuff when you're alone at the dark. But when I added the head, I think I made it worse. If you leave the blob as is, it kind of looks like a mannequin. So yeah, you can see me just shaving away parts of her head. So here in the Philippines, we are quite fond of fans. Tropical country, God knows how hellish it gets in the summer. In case you don't know how hot it gets here, I want to give a small example. It gets so hot in the Philippines that you don't need a heater for your water. It just automatically gets warm. I'm talking about tap water. At the same time, it gets so hot that you pass out from the heat quite regularly. Not exactly pass out as in just suddenly collapse, but it gets more sleepy, I think. I get when it comes to me. Anyhow, once you get over this heat haze, you wake up and you're wet with sweat. I kid you not, you're already wet. You're drenched from head to toe, top to bottom, whatever you call it. In any case, you're just taken out of the bath after a long dream. That's what happens. So I guess you can imagine how thankful we are that electric fans are created. I sure am. So for her eyes, I wasn't sure if I wanted to give her open eyes or closed ones. So I tried them both, and I guess I preferred the closed ones better to make her a more ethereal looking. After doing so, I added next her shoulder pads. These are the fan blades, I guess, but you can't actually tell because of the view. But hey, it's a thought that counts, isn't it? While making this character, I first started with the headpiece, actually. This is the face of the fan. The same goes with her bodice, which is kind of like a bird cage now that I think about it. Ultimately, I don't think this is the most comfortable look, but hey, it's for aesthetics. The idea for the headpiece actually came from my school when we were doing our Lakan Bini competitions. The higher year had this idea of adding the fan to her head, and she won, so it kind of left a mark on me. Although I do admit that hers looked way more pretty. It had the gold paint and all that. Anyhow, here's the final product. Bye!